Hi, this is Allie from Allie Katz Crafts. I'm here to bring you the new paper pumpkin kit for the month of August 2025. Farmhouse Florals. This is what you will get. You'll get 9 cards with everything that you need to make it. It comes in the kit. And this is, I'm going to show you them individually. You're going to get 3 of these. And I have ink on my hand, as usual. Don't know where that came from. I know I was working with it. You get one of these cute little bags, or 3 of these, sorry. 3 of these pieces. You get several of these flowers, and these ones in here, okay? You will also get 9 envelopes because it makes 9 cards. You'll get 3 of these card bases, which looks like that. 3 of these ones. I like this one. I like them both, actually. And then you get 3 just plain ones. But if you look at it real close, it has speckles on it. So there is something. But they're kind of plain. I wish I would have got an image. But it is what it is. The things that I'll be using for this particular one is I'll be using this from Lori. My friend Lori gifted it to me. And it's something I've been wanting for a while. So when she gave it to me, I was very happy. So I've already pre-done these and die cut them. But normally what I do is when I have big stamps, I will just lay it on my counter kind of like this, ink it up, and then put the paper on it. Well, that didn't work out so good because I got ink everywhere. Didn't do very good. So then I decided to bring out my Stampin' Up. It's retired now. The little, I don't know, contraption, I guess it's called. I don't know the name of it, to tell you the truth. But they no longer sell it, and I'm so sorry. If you want one, you could go find a Misty one. I think it's on Amazon or somewhere online. But it's great. This magnet is very strong. I have to put washi tape on it. Oh. So what I did was I took my ink, and I just went tap, 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 tap. Put my paper in there. I made sure the magnet was there so that I could have it. I laid it there. Then I grabbed this thing right here is great, and I just press it down. But you have to kind of press a little bit harder because, and the reason I put it in here so you can get more than one time. So sometimes like right here, this one didn't go down very good, so I'll re-ink it, or I'll bring it back down first and press a little harder there and just go over it again. Then I'll put more ink on there and I'll do it again. And that's how I got such a good, nice, strong color. So that is how I did this, okay? Then I cut it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to make 3 cards tonight. And we're going to start, not this, we're going to start with this card base first, okay? And you will get your cutting mat, your X-Acto knife, and I've already pre-cut this. I went around all the edges and I popped it out. Another thing which I did not do yet, you're going to cut right there. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do it. Being very careful with your fingers, like I said before. Remember that, I cut my finger off kind of. So you're going to cut it right along here. Pressing kind of hard. Make sure you have a fresh blade. That's very important. Okay. So now that's going to cause an opening right here. See the little opening? Okay. That's all you're going to need for the X-Acto knife for now. The next thing you'll do is you're going to pull out, this came in your kit, one of these cute little notes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in this little slot. Like so. And I need to cut it out a little bit more. Let me get my mat back out one more time. It's kind of too tight. So I want to bring it a little bit further out. I hope you can see. I was double checking. So I'm going to bring it out a little bit further to make sure it fits in there just right. See how there's a little piece of paper in there? So now what we're doing is we're making it look 3D. Still not quite. Maybe I'll go to the other end. I'll double check that again. Okay. I think it's perfect now. I just don't want to cut it too far. So now it'll fit in there. So let's stamp what I want to say, I want to put on there, which it came with these 2 stamp sets this time. And you can see this one says, "You're simply the best. Thank you for your constant friendship and listening ear. For a great friend, always for you." And it has a little teapot and flowers and some little decorations there. And then this is the second one. This is the one that actually, I'm not sure which one came with it, but they're both really cute. You get an extra one this month, that's all I know. "For you, thank you. Just a note, you are loved. To say XXO, hello. Forever your friend." And then, "Good friends are hard to find. I'm glad we found each other." And it comes with this little flower and this cute little decorative background. So on this card, I'll be doing this, okay? So now I'm going to get, I already have my stamp that says "Just a Note." I will bring out my Secret Sea ink, and I did not use this yet, so I need to get a scratch paper out. I'll tap, 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 tap. Squish it around to get it all prepared. And it went everywhere. So I'm going to take my little cleaning thing and try it again. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press too hard. And I did it again, but that's okay. And I'm putting that right there in the middle, best I can. So it's going to be hanging out of the typewriter, and that's the purpose of doing that. So I'll clean off my stamp. Okay, and move my ink out of the way. Then now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my mini dimensionals, which are right here. I'll need 2. I'm going to put it on the back of this paper right here. Right here. No, actually, I think I'm going to get 3. So I want to make sure it stays back there really nice. Okay. Then I'm going to bring my card back in. And I'm going to pull off the backings. I'm going to slip it down this little slot here, like I showed you earlier. And I'm going to get it pretty straight as you can. I'm going to stick it to the back. So now when the card is sitting up, look at how it pops out. See how it pops out right there? Sorry, I just had it a little too close. This is going to pop out. So the next thing, I have an embossing folder, which I've already done. I use Starstruck. And the reason I use that, if you look at this little design on this piece, it looks a lot like that. So I'm going to glue this back here to match the typewriter. See how it matches up right there nicely? But I first need to, and I hope this works, because I mean, I kind of tested it, not on this one, I tested on another one. Normally you should never stamp over embossing. Yeah, but I was excited to do this card, so I embossed it first so that we could get through there. So I want to match it up so that my card, see, so the paper's going to go right here, and I want it right behind this little area. So I want to take my little card, and I can actually put it on here. So I'm going to set it right there like that so I know which way. And by the way, this is just Jade paper. It's a retired one, but I do not have the Lost Lagoon that comes with this, so that's what I chose. And I am looking for my ink. I had it set aside. Oh, here it is, right there in front of the rattlesnake. So I have Lost Lagoon ink because it looks really nice on here. And I'm going to tap, 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 tap. If I press really hard, I know I could do it. So I want it about right there, because I want to go behind it. So I'm going to do that. Okay. Oh, it turned out pretty good. Not too bad. I'm going to tap, tap, tap. I'm going to line it up with the other one. Get it all lined up nicely. And put it right there. Okay. So now I have that there. I want to do that again. Didn't press hard enough. Okay. So there you go. See how nice that looks? Adds a little extra to it. Then I am going to now get my glue out and open this up all the way. And I'm going to glue it down. So I'm going to put my glue on here. Now, see how it has a hole right there? You don't want to put glue there, so you're going to put it on this side. See how I did that? So then I'm going to take my paper. I'm going to line it up the best I can. Make sure it's nice and even everywhere. And see how it looks? Yeah, it looks pretty good there. So I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to press it down really good. So when the card is closed, it's going to look like that. See how nice that looks right there? When it's open, it has a nice little pattern. So like I said, it's a stand-up card. So the next thing you'll do is you're going to glue this right here. But I think I want to take and do the same thing. Put it like right along there. A nice little stripe of these little flowers. They're really cute. I like this. I actually like this stamp a lot. So I'm going to line it the best I can. I want to put it right down the middle. Press it kind of hard. So it'll go on that, so it won't mess with that embossing. Line up again. Press hard. So I have my little flowers. It's kind of hard to see on the camera with the, with the embossing there, but it's really pretty. I mean, this is one of my favorite folders. If you notice, I tend to use it quite a bit. So the next step, you're going to take and you're going to glue your paper. And if I think I told you it's just Jade, and it is a retired paper. But just in case I didn't, I'm letting you know again. Okay? So I'm going to glue it right there. So the next thing you're going to do is you want to take, and I took the envelope and cut off the top, and let me see where my envelope is. I'll show you. I will show you what I did. So here's the envelope, and I cut off this top so it's empty, right? Then I took the envelope and I cut this down to, I have my instructions over here, down to 3/4 of an inch by 2.5. So this is 2.5 by 3/4. And I use the You Can Do Anything from the, this right here that I showed you, the More Messages, okay? That my friend Lori gifted me. So because it's kind of thin, the envelope is, so I cut a couple, like 2 extra pieces of paper to go on the back of here. So what I did, so it'll be thicker, because we need to use this to pop up, to hold the card open. And I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to put 2 of these on. So I want to make sure it's nice and sturdy, because the envelope paper is not that sturdy. Especially if we're using it for part of something to hold something else up. That's very important. So then I'm going to get my Lost Lagoon paper, Lost Lagoon ink, and my little thing that my friend Lori gave me. I'm going to pull that out, and then I'm going to grab it. I'm going to go over the ends of this just to kind of bring that color in. Okay. So I'll show you. See how it looks? Just kind of gives a little color around the edges. I like to do ink in the edges. I think it looks really nice, gives a little extra, makes it stand out more. That's the word I'm looking for. So you will take this and you'll glue it down to your envelope piece. Just like that. So now you want to take and put it right here, so that when the card is, there to hold it up so it doesn't fall over. So you're going to grab some more dimensionals. This time you're going to use the big ones. You're going to take and put 3 on there. 1, 2, and 3. So now this, see how nice and sturdy it is? That's what you want. Pull off your backings. And you're going to stick it right here in the middle of your card. Do the best you can to make it look nice in the middle. Okay. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want it to be nice and flat so it won't pop up like that. You're going to get your bone folder. And you're going to do that. Now, when they get their card, they're going to be able to stick it right there and see how it stands up nicely. You can do anything, just a note. Okay, the last thing you want to do is I need to bring some more flowers in. So I'm going to glue them. Oh wait, this is a sticker, I forgot. You're gonna pull off your backing for your sticker. I had some yellow paper that already has sticker on it. And I'm gonna put a flower here. I needed some more yellow on it. I thought that would be really cute. And a flower right here. And you always do everything in threes. So I'm putting those over off to the side so I could throw it in the trash in a little bit. The backings. Because stickers are pretty awesome. And then one right over here. Okay, so I have my 3 flowers on there. Press them down really good. I usually just turn it over because stickers tend to come off. Because when you die cut, it's kind of interesting how that works. So there's our card. So the last step, I want to add some cute little jewels on here. So I have these things that I get from my friend's craft store and all these different things. Like that came from Hobby Lobby. That one's from Hobby Lobby. But these are all different things that I got. And so I purchased these because they're really shiny and sparkly. So I'm going to take and put some glue right here, and right there, and right there. And I want a few on this paper too. So we'll set that there for now. And I think I want to put one here, here, and then one right there. You know me, I love my sparkles. And that looks like a lot there, but that's okay. Put my glue on. My top on my glue so it doesn't leak everywhere or dry out. But it's really warm here in Texas. Like in 90, see how it leaks out when it's warm. And then during the summer, during the winter, it's cold, it's hard to use. Which I never knew that until Allie explained that to me. That happens to her, and I'm going, oh, that's why it doesn't come out. So I'm gonna take and put these little jewels in the middle of my flowers. I love these. I forgot about these till the other day. Well, yesterday I was looking for embellishments. Look at how pretty those are. I'll show you up close when I get done putting everything down. Oh, I did not want to stick there. I think so I put a lot of glue there, so it didn't have time to dry. Let's turn this one over. Well, I got one over there. Okay, so I'll move this aside. So this is the first card, and you can see the front looks like this when it stands up. Just a note, it's just a cute card, and there's writing space in here. And if you want to put another piece of paper in there, you can. I may do that later. I didn't even think about that until I was just looking at that. But I love this card. It's a stand-up card. You know, I didn't want to do just a plain one, so I had to do a stand-up. So there you go. And the reason I popped it up is to hold this. See how it pops up and holds that in place. So that's the first card, the stand-up card. The next one that we'll be making, the next two, I took the card, extra card piece, this one, and cut it in half. Then I took, well, before I cut it in half actually, I took this die right here and I die cut it out. Then I cut it in half. Then I took the next size die and I took my Just Jade and I cut it in that, and then I cut that in half to go back here just like this, okay? So I'm going to show you the other card first. There are going to be two cards, one from each side. and they're almost the same. So now, when the card came, there's this, so I decided I was going to cut it out because I wanted a different background. And I chose this from the New Horizons. So I took one of my pieces of the New Horizons, and this is what I did, is I took my little window and I pulled it up like this, and I searched to find what I liked the best. So I kind of moved around till I found the image. And this is what I settled on because I wanted this instead of just the plain one. So that's how I did that. And I just picked a DSP, and that is a retired one. So I fussy cut all the way around. And you can see right here how I worked to get around that. So I thought I'd show you the last little bit. So I took my X-Acto knife and there we go. So now I got to get it nice and even. So there you go. So the next step, close that X-Acto knife, of course. I will take my paper. So now the paper that I kind of cut it down so it wouldn't take as much time, and I will match it up to where I want it. See how nice that looks? Instead of like this, kind of adds a little bit of extra. So now I will take my glue and I will put a little strip of glue right here. And I cut it big on purpose so I wouldn't have to worry about it not sticking. So now I'm going to grab this. I kind of know where it's going to go. I know I'm going to go down low. So I'll stick it on there like that. And now I have my cute little background. And then I'll press it down. Okay. The next thing what I did was I grabbed my 3D leaf embossing folder. And this is not a Stampin' Up. I don't know where I got it. I think it's a Tim Holtz. I used to buy a lot of his stuff too. And I embossed this. So I already did it on the other one. I made a mistake. I got so excited about the embossing again. Guess what I did? I embossed it too quick. So I'm going to try, which I think I could do. I tested it on the back, so I know it'll work. Get my ink out again. Lost Lagoon. And I will tap, tap, tap. Now I know I want it out about that far. I'll push it down really good to make sure to go on there. See, it went on there. So then I'm going to bring this back in because this is the one I want to measure it from. So I will bring this back in and I'm going, that's perfect. That's what I wanted. So I want a little bit right there. Then I want to do another couple stripes right here. Goes all the way up. And then all the way down. And it's okay if it doesn't meet in the middle because you're going to have it covered up anyways. And I think I want to go a little bit out further. No, I better not. Hold on. Let's fix that right there though. I think that's perfect. Let's just leave it right where it is. So that is how I did that. Then I glued this down to the card. And remember, it's embossed, and this is a 3D one, so it's a lot of dips and doodles and nooks and crannies and stuff. So you're going to line this up the best you can. Get it right over to the edge. So it's right up against the edge, because you don't want that white to show. And then press it down really good. Okay? Give it a good press. Then you're going to take your little half of your window. And you're going to do this. You're going to glue it down. Same thing. Line up on the edge. So there's none of the Just Jade showing through. And then press it down. Okay? So there's part of your card already. Isn't that cute? Press it down really good. So the next thing you will do, I die cut the word hello out of, not that one, sorry about that, out of this set. So the hello comes out of there. And I have, here it is. What I do is I have a magnetic board on my wall, and I take the dies, this is not it either, and I cut out, see all the months that we've had? I cut them all out so I know what they are, then I stick them in my file, then I can go to the board and say, okay, this, and when I put it on the board, I put them all together. Here it is. So it has the strawberry and the acorn and the leaf and the hello and the little flower. So like the last one, I used that flower, okay? So I'm gonna take this hello and I wanna put it right this way, okay? And it's on sticky paper. It's better for dies to do that. When they're this small, it makes it so much easier. So I'm gonna take and stick it just like this. I kinda want it to go like that. Okay? Then I'm gonna turn it over, grab my bone folder, which is somewhere on this table. I had it a second ago. And press it down. Being careful because you know my embossing's right there too. But you want to get it down so it doesn't come off. Because when you do these dies, especially with the sticker on the back, the die, what it does, if you look at this, so it has like a little cutting blade right there. So that's going to go down further, but then the edges are not going to stick. So it's the same thing with the other one. So I have the word hello there. So the next thing I want to do is I have a white card base. It's 5.5 by 11.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then folded. This is a little bit the same size, so it matches up. So it's going to be 4 1/4 by 5.5. So we're going to put some glue on the back, and you can see where I experimented with stamping it. Put lots of glue because this is embossed. Ooh, it's kind of clogging up a little bit. Let me get my pin out. I think it's because I left the pin out and then it got clogged up, which is not what you want to do. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's my glue. I want to get this nice and even. One of the ways I take and do this with my card. Okay, so it's all square now, and then I just press it down. So the whole thing's embossed instead of having like a border. I kind of wanted that look. See? Then I punched out Petal Park flowers out of some orange paper. I am not sure what color it is. So you take it, you put it in your hand like this, and then you can glue it down. It gives a nice little 3D look. So I'm gonna put one up here. And I did 3. Everything is be in 3s. Do that again. I'll push this one down. Okay. Put one right here, and I chose this because it's the closest to the I think it's Calypso Pearl. Don't know exactly, and I think it is, but I sometimes my papers get mixed up, so I really cannot tell you what color it is, but I think it is because it matches those flowers really well. Okay, so now I want to put glue in the middle. So I'm going to put my little embellishments, my little dots in there, so they look, gives a little extra, whatever. So I think I want to use the same ones that I used last time. So I really like how they shine. There's that one. 3 of these little dies. Okay, so there's 3 of them. Okay, and I feel like I want to just put a couple extra on there. Let's put one right here. It's because I want to. You know, I just love my embellishments. So I can't help it sometimes. You know that about me. I will just keep going. I'll close up my glue. Okay. And I'll grab some more of these guys. Okay, so that's card number 2. And the flowers that came in this, I was struggling with a couple things with them because when I stamped them, and I'll show you kind of what I did. I stamped them and I tried to stamp over, it didn't turn out, so I tried the green, I tried this one. Then I tried where you stick on your regular ink. That's what I used. And then I huffed on it, and it just did not turn out the way I wanted. So I'll get back to you when I find a stamp set that I think will look good with this. And I know there are some, I just didn't look. I didn't. So I will bring this card back in and show you later on after I figure out what I'm going to do. Because that's probably what I'll use for each one of them. Okay, so that's card number 2. And number 3 is pretty much exactly the same thing. It's just on this side of the card. And I did some of the work so we don't have to be here forever. So I took and I already stamped and embossed. Well, actually I stamped this first and then embossed it. I learned from my first mistake. And that's what we should do, right? Just learn from our mistakes. So put my glue on here. Line up the best I can to get as close to the edge as I can. Okay. Press it down really good. And this one, I've already pre-done this. I cut it out, see that pretty background? See, it almost matches up with the other one. See? Well, it does actually, now that I remember. See? Put it side by side, look at that. Goes together. And I'm going to glue this down. I thought it would save time by having this one kind of prepped. When I do my next videos, you won't see this card again. I'll have another design. But it just kind of lent itself to doing 2 of these kind because I just thought it was really cute. Press that down really good. Put my hello on. The difference in this card, what I'm going to do with the hello. So when I cut this piece, I didn't quite get exactly in half. So I could actually put this one right here and it works out well. Then I'll turn it over. And where did I put it? Right there. I'm going to press it down. Not pressing too hard. Then I'm going to go back and get these little edges nice and down so it doesn't come off the card. So a long time ago when I started using these stickers, I did not know if you press it down, and no one ever told you. Everybody just stuck them on, and then all of a sudden they come off our cards. We're all going, what is going on? So then I realized one day, because someone says, oh, if you press it down, that keeps it down. I'm going, oh yeah, that's right. So then I started doing this. Now I know. So there's that. Now I'll glue this down to the card. Like so. Put it on all the edges. So I'll pick it up and do this. That seems to work really well. Kind of get it all nice and square. And then press it down. Got a little glue on my table. I will clean that off a little bit. And there. That looks really good. I like that. I really like this card. It's a little different. I have never done one where I've cut it like this. Well, I've done some, but not like this. This is a different design. And when I got this kit, I'm looking and go, oh, what can I do with this? Then I started thinking about it, well, I guess I could cut it in half. This punch didn't do a very good job. So then I decided I'd cut it in half, and then I'm going, yeah, that looks good. I was very happy. So I'll put my little flowers on here. Okay. Then I think with this one, I want to, no, I'm not going to bring in the orange. I'm going to stick with what I have, although I kind of want to, if that makes sense. Just so it's a little bit different. So I think I'll do the same thing. Put a few little extra jewels on here. And I did not count, but it'll look good. Whether it's an even number or odd number, it'll still look good, I think. I'm going to bring back in my little jewel things. Not that one. Yes, this one. This is the one. Pull out a few more. Okay. And I'll put all my little embellishments. Such a fun card. This one I'm having to think a little bit more than I normally do. So I'm going, oh, this is out of my area where I'm going, oh. Because the stamps, some of the, it's going to be hard to do. I love to make my own paper, so I got to figure out how to do that. That's going to be a next couple of days messing around and figuring it out. I know I could do it. It'll just take a little bit of time. But I've been dying to get to this kit. I got it almost 4 or 5 days ago. I don't remember exactly. I showed it in a video. So there's the third card. So these are the cards I made. And I love them. I think they turned out really cute. And I know that, hold on one second. I just got an idea. I have this stamp set called Wildflower Path I got from my friend and never been used. Can you believe that? I think I'm going to try it since I have a live audience. And I think this will be really cute. So let's get out this one. I'll need my big block. Better lay it down like that. Ugh. And then I will get this one, which, let me see, where does it go? Yeah, I'm experimenting with you ladies today. I think that one goes right there. Sure looks like it to me. Let's go with that, right? And then this one will go right there. Okay, we can do that. There's that one. And then this block, we'll get that one. Okay. Time to experiment. This is gonna be fun. Fun, 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 fun. I love to experiment. So I'm going to get my Granny Apple Green out and my, I think Timid Tiger would work on this one. And then my Granny Apple. And then, let's see, let's do Daffodil Delight. Well, actually, I probably will only need 2. Okay, let's start with the green first. Or the Granny Apple Green. So we'll stamp that out first. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like that. So we'll go with this one. And we'll line it up. Maybe that won't line up. Oh, you know what? I know. It'll go just... Wow. I am a little crazy here trying to figure this out now. I think I'll stick it right there. That looks about right. Yeah. So I'm going to go with this one. The Timid Tiger. Oh, wait. I think this has to be done again. Let me look at those stamps really quick. I like it so far. Let's do this. Let's put, oh, I think it goes twice. Okay, I got it. And there's that one. So then, let me get my cleaner. You know what? I think that's good. I think that looks really good. I don't need any other color. So let's try it out for real now. See how I do. What's the worst case scenario? I could take and just... No big deal. I could take and just put a piece of paper over it, right? But it's always fun just to play, I think. I like playing. Okay, so it goes like right about... One goes up there, one goes right there. Okay, well that kind of worked out, so that's okay. So let's bring it back in. We'll go down a little bit lower. I think it'll work. I think. I could be wrong. Haha. Oh, that looks good. Look at that. That is really pretty. Nice. Do you know what? I think I'm going to use the Timid Tiger on the next one. Okay. So now I have a plan. Sorry about this. That I didn't. Oh, I really like that. That looks good. That one flower is kind of off by itself. But that's okay. That's the cool thing. You just play and then you figure it out. Which I did not do beforehand. Which is okay. Let's close this one up. We'll go with the Timid Tiger and see how that looks. I think it'll look really nice. So we're going to put it up. You know what? Maybe I'm... Oh, I figured it out. That's how it goes. Yay! I love it. So there's my cards. 3 of them. And this one doesn't have anything. But you know what? I'm going to just put some greenery on it, in it, just for fun. Because I can, right? Oh, that looks so cute. That looks good just like that, huh? I think so. So I will clean up my mess a little bit here. And what's cool about this is I could just go like this and clean it up. Which I figured this out the other day. Just take off my thing and do that. Close up my inks. Put this in there to be cleaned. All these in my thing to clean up. And I will show you the cards. Let me put this down so it doesn't get anything wet. And here's this card, the stand-up one. And this one has a cute little yellow flowers. And this one has the Timid Tiger. 3 cards. Very fun, very easy. And thank you for watching. Appreciate that. If you could like and share, that would be great. I would love it. And have a good evening. Bye-bye.